Hi everybody, this is Karen. In this video I'm going to show you how to make weeding lines for vinyl pieces. I already have my artwork on the screen. I'm going to click the draw a line icon on the left side of the screen, and I'm going to hold down the shift key to draw a straight line across the top of my work. And the shift key is so that the line stays straight. Once I've done that, I'll click my selection tool and I'll select that line. I'm going to open up my replicate window by clicking the icon at the top of the screen. Now it shows you a whole bunch of replicate options, but I need to click advanced options on the bottom right corner of my screen. And I've already selected 7 copies because I know that that works fine for this image. I need to make sure that I have custom positions selected. I'm going to use an X position of 0 and a Y position of 1.5 inches. And what that's going to do is it's going to draw a line every 1.5 inches across to the bottom of my design. And once all of that is done and selected, I'm going to click the replicate button. So now I'm just going to have a look and see how that all works out, because I don't want to make it where I'm going to have a whole bunch of little tiny pieces to pick out of my design. This line is looking fine. This one is fine. Okay, there's a couple of little pieces, but that's not bad. This one is fine as well, but this one is going to cause some problems, and I'm going to show you why. I'll zoom in over here, and you'll see that I'm going to have to pick out all these little pieces here if I leave this the way it is. We'll zoom back out, and I'm going to move this line up a bit so that those pieces aren't quite as tedious to pull away. And you'll see now that that's better. After that, this line, it's okay to work with, it's not bad. And this one is okay too. The rest of it is fine. So I'm going to select my artwork and move it out of the way off the mat. And then I'm going to draw a rectangle around all of these lines to make sure that they're all selected. Then I'll right click and choose compound, make compound path. Then I'm going to bring my artwork back onto my mat, put it back in the position that I had it in before moving it. I'm going to right click the mouse buttons again, select copy, and then I'll right click again, and I'm going to choose paste in front because I want to make sure that my art sits right on top of the other piece of art. When the line is brighter red like this, it means that one of my pieces of art is selected, and I now need to select the lines as well. Now they're already joined together as a compound path, so I only need to select one of these lines. So I'm going to hold down the shift key so that it keeps my artwork selected and now adds the lines to the selection. And then that's done. Once that's done, I'm going to open up my modify window up at the top of my screen, and I'll click subtract. Doesn't take long, and there we go. We've got some weeding lines, and what's going to happen is when you cut this out, all the red lines and the black lines will be cut in your vinyl, so that it will be a whole lot easier to cut all of these pieces out. And in fact, I'm just going to make it a little bit easier, and I'm going to draw a box around this, making sure that I'm not touching any of my artwork. If it goes across the lines, that's okay. That's not a problem at all. I just want to make sure it's not touching my artwork like here, and everything is fine. And then that means that this will be lines cut as well on the edges. I could have just drawn lines instead of a box, but either way, that works fine. And it's going to be a whole lot easier to weed than if I had not done this. So I hope that's helpful to you. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss anything. If you don't know how to subscribe, look at the bottom of the video. You're going to see there's a subscribe button there, and then you can see probably comments. But just click that subscribe button and then you will be subscribed to my channel. Thanks again.